This is IGN. Arc Raiders has significantly exceeded expectations, selling 14 million copies. Welcome to your IGN Daily Update. But first, here comes the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man you never knew you needed. Amazon Prime just dropped the first trailer for its upcoming series Spider Noir, which features Nicolas Cage as a 1930s private eye with spidey senses. And as you can expect, it looks like one hell of a good time. The sneak peek trailer features Cage as Ben Reilly, seasoned, down-on-his-luck private investigator in 1930s New York, who's forced to grapple with his past life following a deeply personal tragedy as the city's one and only superhero. And yes, there are two versions of the trailer, reflecting the fact that the show itself will be made in both black and white or true hue color versions. The trailer features Riley opening up about how he came to have his powers to the character of Cat Hardy, played by Lee Jun Lee. We see Riley struggle with the change before emerging as a Spider-Man with a makeshift mask dressed in the classic noir garb, a trench coat paired with a hat and sunglasses. He beats up bad guys and gets drunk and acts pretty kooky yet mysterious along the way. Prime is set to release Spider Noir on streaming on May 27th. And we've seen several actresses play Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles heroine April O'Neil in live action, but for many fans, there's no topping Judith Hoag, who played April in the beloved 1990 film. Now, Hoag reveals that she almost had the chance to reprise the role in the now-canceled TMNT The Last Ronin movie. Collider reports that Hoag revealed as much during a recent panel at Big Lick Comic-Con in Roanoke, Virginia. Hoag told attendees that she had been approached to return for the movie, which would have taken a darker, R-rated approach to the Turtles franchise. "Yes, I've been approached, and I'd be happy," Hoag said during the panel. "It would be a great bookend for me, and maybe that happens and maybe it doesn't. We'll see." This seemingly confirms that TMNT The Last Ronin would have served as a direct sequel to the 1990 movie, rubber suits and all. For those not familiar, The Last Ronin presents an alternate Dark Knight Returns-style future for the TMNT universe, where only one of the four turtles is still alive and waging a guerrilla war against the grandson of Shredder. The comic proved extremely successful for IDW Publishing, so far spawning 2 sequels spotlighting a new generation of turtles. A video game adaptation is also in development. Unfortunately, Paramount recently opted to veer in a different, more family-friendly direction with the TMNT franchise, looking to the Sonic the Hedgehog movies as inspiration. The studio is currently developing a new live-action reboot, alongside the animated sequel TMNT Mutant Mayhem 2, the latter of which is slated for release in 2027. For more on the future of the Last Ronin franchise, check out IGN's breakdown of the tragic ending to TMNT The Last Ronin 2, right now at IGN.com. Arc Raiders continues to be an enormous hit for publisher Nexon, with 14 million copies sold and almost 1 million concurrent players online at one point last month. In Nexon's latest financial results, the Korean publisher boasted that its sticky extraction shooter had significantly exceeded expectations and had approximately 6 million weekly active users. January's player peak saw roughly 960,000 people online at the same time, an impressive figure indeed, especially 3 months after its late October 2025 arrival. Developed by Swedish company Embark Studios, Arc Raiders enjoyed an explosive launch last year. The game shifted 4 million copies in under 2 weeks, and had sold 12 million by the start of January. Another month on, and Arc Raiders has now sold 2 million more. Steam charts figures show Arc Raiders with a peak of over 465,000 players at the beginning of January, though numbers have begun to trail off slightly in February, with the game dipping below 250,000 concurrents for the first time over the course of the current week. Still, player sentiment for the game continues to be positive, even as it suffers from a spate of item duplication glitches. Just recently, fans applauded Embark Studios for swiftly stopping another set of exploits, though its efforts appear to have left a fresh inventory glitch in its place. Since laying out a plan to deal with widespread reports of cheaters last month, the studio has done its best to keep players coming back, with frequent gameplay adjustments, new content, and a 4-month roadmap. Its post-launch plan currently has it sitting in the middle of its Headwinds update, with its next chapter, Shrouded Sky, set to bring a new map condition and a new arc threat later this month. For more, head over to IGN.com and check out our interview with Embark CEO Patrick Soderlund, where we talked about the past, present, and future of Arc Raiders. During our chat, we also learned more about what's next for the company following its extraction shooter's success. That's your IGN Daily Update. My name is Tony Jackson. And if you want more news on your favorite games and entertainment topics, make sure to visit us at IGN.com. You can also download our free app on your phone or console and subscribe to our weekly podcast through the podcast service of your choice.
Spoken Layer.